Ah, ya da bam bum bam 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 bam. Oh, yum bum bam bam bam. Hello, welcome to yet another live stream. Welcome Sfog, welcome Smooth, welcome Simiu, welcome Bufo on the Beat, Max, Emidex, the Archetypes, Smooth, Bufo. Pretty good, guys, pretty good. Yeah, very excited to roast more of your tracks. I had a great time last time. Some very funny tracks roasted. Let's see, any announcements? Nope, nothing, just chilling. Hey Weston, how you doing? Thanks for coming through. All right, well, shit, let's roast some tracks. Here we have Deanon.
And now, here's a special frequency announcement.
It's funny, the art was made, looks like the art's made by Datura Hex. He's been doing some art for me. He's a very talented guy. Anyways, let's keep going.
Allows the station suffering from human interference. He believes it's hardly operated commercial.
Lo-fi hip-hop, let's hope so. That's all I listen to these days. Yeah, I feel like I did roast this last time. That's a good point. Yeah, I think I did roast this last time. Sorry, guys. I mean, this is a dope ass synthwave, retrowave, synthwave, retrowave, synthwave, retrowave, synthwave, retrowave, vaporwave, retrowave banger. Yeah, I mean, solid stuff. Good appropriate sound selection. Good vocal sample. Excellent bass line. Yeah, good stuff. Really don't have much to say on that since I think I roasted this last time, but I'll give you a circular pig as well, just for getting roasted twice. It's a rare thing that happens. Okay, here we have Dead Pixel Unreleased Master by Sub001. Cool. Let's go. Let's take care of this. Wow. Here we go. Yeah, it turns out I'm Bean. No surprise there. I'm Bean. There we go. Love it. Taking his sweet time with that build-up. Wow. soft slash hard. That's what you do to me, Sub 001. Top 10 Fortnite skins background music. Totally, Ryan. It's 100%. Oh, man. Oh my gosh, guys. Hey, thanks, Noah. Appreciate that. Hey guys, thanks for watching my original Call of Duty sniper montage. Make sure to link on and subscribe. Thank you so much. I really need to get some flaming hot Cheetos and Mountain Dew, so please like, share, subscribe. Also check Minecraft, Snapchat, TikTok for my sick Minecraft sniper videos. Alrighty, so great. That was Sub 01 with Dead Pixel. Okay, what is it? Sounds like some, 8-bit dubstep type Minecraft top 10 Fortnite Call of Duty skins type situation. So very, commercial and bright and in your face and dubstep womps and chiptune and shit like that. I think it was a very well executed track. I mean, the mixdown was great. All the sounds made sense. The sound design was excellent. I mean, it's just really, I just personally don't fuck with the intent behind this kind of music. It's just not really my thing. It feels kind of commercial and overly bright and just like, go check out my Minecraft YouTube channel. And yeah, just personally not a huge fan. But, I'm kind of just burnt out off this type of music recently just because last weekend I went to Portland with my girlfriend to see my favorite producer play, Moody Good. And, the set was cool and all, but it was just kind of disappointing because all he played was like rhythm and like really commercial ass dubstep, which I guess is sort of what you have to do if you're in that, that genre territory, right? You just kind of have to play what the kids want these days. And it's just like by the end of that show, I had heard so many fucking buildups that I was just like, God damn, I can't take this shit anymore. So I'm a bit burnt off of the WOMP game in general. So that's definitely coloring my opinion. Um, yeah, it's something I noticed with multiple DJs. So, for example, I saw another producer, big SoundCloud guy named Medicine a few years ago. Hey, thank you so much, Neeb. Um, I'll take a listen on my own time. To that link. If you could just send me the link on Discord, I'm happy to listen to it on my own time. I appreciate that, though. I really appreciate it. But anyways, I was saying that this other guy named Medicine, a really talented producer, didn't play really that many of his own tracks when I saw him live, and it was just once again just commercial EDM bullshit. Which I guess once again it's kind of like I guess their managers are like pressuring them to like be more palatable so they sell more tickets. I don't know, man. It's just like yeah, I'm kind of burnt off the whole thing. But here's a big old yes, because really that was for what it was very well executed. Um, Okay. Cool. Yeah, Monster Cat streamer music stuff. Yeah, that's just kind of what I'm burnt off of. Uh, let's see what other people are saying. Torn Brew, thank you. You're welcome. Dead Pixel Revival Society by Doug. Yeah. 2010's Wumpa Soup. Um, let's see here. Um, anyways, yeah, Neeb, just send me the link on Discord. I just want to make sure that we're roasting here. All right. Yeah, in order to continually get booked, you got to play rhythm. I guess that was the lesson. All right, here's Amiel Dorval with Vibration. By the way, my name is Bean. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Bean. What's up, Felipe? Everybody keeps wanting me to say something like Moog Dog. Moog Dog. There you have it. Vamps. Yeah, I agree, Doug. Oh, there we go. Use F says awesome moment. Sure. A little too hardcore for me. Yeah, this is too intense, man. Yeah, we gotta go back to our stop. Oh, jeez. I'm about to fall asleep again. Alright, thanks for going, guys. This is good texting music. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna skip the outro. Oh, this is nice. Okay, so that was Vibration with Amiel Dorval. Thank you so much. What is it? Feels like minimal tech house, ambient house, something like that. What's working? A lot of the textures and the sounds I think are really good. very appropriate for the genre. Interesting soundscapes and synthesis. What's not working? It's just a little bit boring. It doesn't feel like much happens in the space of time here. Also, there's a bit of dissonance and tension here. So, for example, the I think maybe if you like gated that or sidechained that, or maymaybe give it a funkier rhythm, like could make it a little funkier. Also, your bass never changes; it's just playing the same note again and again. And newsflash, guys, one of the jobs of bass is to play the root notes of whatever chord's on top. All you music theory nerds are going to be like, oh, it's a fucking oversimplification. You don't need to, like, come on, guys. One of the main jobs is to play the root notes of whatever chord is on top, and that is not happening here. So as a result, we're getting a lot of tension when we're moving from one chord to the next. I think we were all expecting a little bit more here. Excuse me. You know what also would have been nice? A snare. Snare would have been great, or a clap, or a snap, something on the 2 and 4. Could have been a nice way of raising the energy of the drums. That being said, you have the potential here, you have the appropriate sounds to create something that really works, but we just got to make sure that our theory fundamentals are right, and we're doing a little bit more in the sort of main section of the song to make it worthwhile for the listener. So let me give you a big ol' yes. Cool. Right. All right. So people are saying this type of music is supposed to be boring. Okay. Guess it's not my type of music then. Yeah, maybe B section. Pretty good tune out track. Yeah, it's true. I guess, it's supposed to be ambient. Anyways, let's keep going. Thanks for the bless you. All right. We got Sfoog, then we got Bean, then we got Linus. So let's take a listen. What's going on here? Oh, here we go. Smooth, I see what you did there. See, instead of B section, he actually did B as in the animal section. Alright. Sorry. Pixel Wax, I agree. You can keep the mellow vibe, but still have elements come in and out and keep it interesting. So I don't think there's any excuse for boring the listener. Well, this is pretty, I guess. Cinematic. Bufo, don't give up. You just read the rules and then you start posting. This is nice. Wow, this is kind of sad. Damn. Jesus Christ. Right. Yeah, so we're getting a lot of Christian Bale comparisons here. Wow, it's really pretty. So this is definitely outside of the range of what I usually roast. Much more cinematic and ambient. Really awesome textures, beautiful chord progressions, very haunting, interstellar, outer space type situation. Yeah, I agree. Somebody in the comments mentioned um, us doing a scoring challenge in the Discord. I think that's a great idea. So maybe like a movie clip or trailer, or maybe even just an image, and having people score that. I think or maybe like a cat GIF or something like that. I think that'd be a really great challenge. Numa Numa guy, you can write a nude. I'll just stop. Okay. But yeah, I think that was really well done. The only problem, I wouldn't even say it was a problem, but yeah, this sound right here feels sort of like it's out of phase or something like that, or like it's panned only to just one side. I'm expecting that sort of haunting string sound to be bigger and wider. Other than that, it was really beautiful. I think you did a great job. Okay, so thank you, Sfu. Give you a big old yes. Um, all right, cool. Sick. All right. Let's see what people are saying. Yeah, Ben saying maybe spread that final crescendo over more of the track. Yes, that's a good idea. Um, Such an amazing slow progression that felt a bit too sudden when the sounds that came in. Okay, maybe. Um, Concept album. Okay, so yeah, okay, all right. So yeah, all right. Let's keep going. Bean's track. So Bean, actually, I haven't heard Bean's music in quite some time. By the way, my name is Bean. I'm Bean. Hi, I'm Bean, and you're doing the best you can at GarageBand. So let's take a listen. When am I gonna roast that heroin? Yeah, let's go. Don't worry. My face looks like a loaf of bread with headphones. I fucking love bread, bro. Wow, this is great. Listen, Jizzle Jam. It's real food. Sick. Okay, so that was Bean, who was actually Underbelly. My name is Doug. Thank you so much, Bean. That was really great. Um, Give you a big ol' yes. And also drums by Zenscope slash Zealot. So, what is it? I mean, it sounds like kind of a spacey, hip hoppy, dreamy, synthy, um, jazzy track. You know, lots of beautiful chord progressions, nice synth work, nice percussive, beautiful melody. Um, Very hip hoppy, lo-fi drums with a lot of nice swing. You kept it interesting. You changed up the chord progression throughout, which was nice. Introducing new melodies and sounds. Kept it fresh and not too long either. So that's all really good. I would say the thing to work on here, Underbelly, me, Bean, is the drums actually. I think the drums are a little bit weak, and they're also a little bit repetitive as well. I think you could do more in terms of changing the energy of the drums throughout. And they also, towards the end, get buried in the mix a little bit. Like all the synths sound very bright in your face, quite forward. The drums get a little quiet. So I think maybe adding some shakers or layering the snare or some claps or just more variation and activity in the drums I think could really help here. So actually, Bean, full disclosure, guys, Bean is actually a shoe, um, and Underbelly is actually Doug, the Mole Man. So uh, Doug, I mean Underbelly, that's you. Yeah, doing a great job. Okay, um, short length works well. My name is Bunder Belly. My name is Bunder Ellie. Um, let's see here. I'm Doug, and I've yeah. So actually, every member of the Discord is actually me. I just inflated my social media numbers so people would pay attention to me. So I'm actually um, complete fraud, but check out my Minecraft tutorial channel. You suck at Minecraft. uh, Anyways, I can't keep this up. All right, here we have Linus's track. Let me know if there's any major mixing issues. Okay, let's take a listen. My name is M. Night Shyamalan.
Drop it low.
Jesus fucking Christ. Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Under Beanie. We're gonna make some beats with the Minecraft. Hey, thanks Neandra. Really appreciate it. It's a cute fox. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Sounds like there's a fox in this track.
Drop it low.
Who the fuck is screaming right now? Oh my god. Holy thank you so much, Ryan. Damn, people are coming out with the crazy ass emojis today. Thank you so much for the support. I really, really appreciate that. That's very nice of you. Sweet. So that was Linus with Losing Myself. Um, hmm. What is it? So I'm thinking it's like electro house, uh, bass house, some Wolfgang Gartner type situation. Um, Spade says that beat was harder than my PP when I saw UB was streaming slash roasting. Sure, yeah. Okay, looks like plenty of OTT was used in the making of this song. So what's working here? I think the sound selection is pretty appropriate, and it's really fast. The arrangement is quite condensed, which is great because my attention span, along with the ravers' attention spans these days, are quite short. So it really sort of works well. And I gotta say, this lead. So feel free to sample that. That one's free. That lead was pretty impressive. I don't know how you made that. That's pretty cool. With regards to the mixing, I'm not quite sure if it's at the professional standard of today. I think just the reason why being, there's so much music out like this that if your mixing is lacking in any one small way, it's automatically just like buried. It's just a very high standard of mixing for this genre, so I would just recommend using a couple reference tracks. Once again, this isn't really what I'm into, so I'm not a electro house aficionado, so I'm not probably the best person to ask for an opinion from. But I think it's decently well done. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is anybody actually into electro house? Cool. The drop it sound is used too many times. That's actually a really, really good point. Yeah, the drop it vocal chop is used way too many times, and it's also very quiet when it is used, which is kind of strange. I would just make sure that there's space for that drop it if you do choose to use it. Let's see here. Doug saying longer difference in the second half. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I tend to actually roast less harshly for music that I don't really fuck with because I just assume that if I don't like it, that's just because I don't understand it. Anyways, yeah, longer difference in the second half perhaps, or more of a breakdown in the middle. But then again, my name is Underbelly. Check out my new book, Get Good, My Ultimate Guide to Gaming. See, none of these jokes are my own. I'm just stealing your guys' jokes. You guys are hilarious. Anyways, yeah, the first drop it I think was enough. Anyways, cool, good stuff. Borat, what the fuck am I doing? This is Hermes track with. Okay, well, this looks really promising. All right, let's take a listen. Speaking dogs in a tunnel. That's what someone said. Oh, interesting. What happened there? Huh. Oh, come on, bro. Don't end it like that. Ah, Jesus Christ. Okay, so that was a mess with what the fuck am I doing? Um, Thank you so much for sharing that with us. That was actually a really interesting track. I guess what is it? Well, it feels like sort of like wonky left field bass music, right? Um, what's working? A lot of the sound design is really, really strong, and I love the cuts between all the different sounds in the drop. I know that takes a fuck ton of time to do, so props to you there. Reminds me of some like glitchy IDM shit, like I don't know, Mr. Bill or something like that. Shout out to Mr. Bill. Um, so yeah, the sound design I think was really strong. So was the mixing. It sounded very clean. What's not working? Well, a couple of people in the comments are saying that drop is not hitting hard enough, and I tend to agree. The drop felt a little bit like a letdown, but I think it's important to dissect why that is because I mean the track is so awesome. It has so much promise, and I'm just curious exactly why the drop isn't as impactful as it could be. So let's find out. So this is all beautiful. So I don't know what that wet fart kind of sound is. The not sure if it's necessary, but whatever. I like wet farts. I mean, I can't really control them, but I will say there's seemingly reverb on everything here, and I'm not actually sure if that's necessary. I think some just like blank space, no reverb, it can create a lot of contrast and negative space in the track. Yeah, too much reverb on the stuff. Yeah. Fuck. First off, I think one issue is that the drums are exactly the same in the drop as they were in the intro and verse sections. So I think picking a harder snare would really go a long way and just making the drums more active overall. So instead of like this sort of wood block rim snare that you have, maybe something like more traditional, like a and maybe just like a less syncopated rhythm and more aggressive womps, I think could be nice. Because there's just a little, probably just a little bit too much syncopation and negative space here. There's nothing wrong with a drop like this. I just think that, your build-up kind of conditions us to think that the drop is bigger than it is. So maybe the solution is a less drastic build-up. I don't know. A little bit too much negative space. Maybe there needs to be a more consistent sound throughout here, like and then maybe wah 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 wah, like a wub that's doing just a straight quarter note or eighth note groove. Wow, blah wah wah. I don't mean you need to go full rhythm. I fucking hate that shit, but just a little bit more in that direction would be nice. Yeah. And with regards to the double time, yeah, I mean, I think it's cool. I like the double time switch up. Once again, you could use a slightly different snare for that and maybe develop the drums a little bit more. I just think there needs to be a more consistent central element to your drop to raise the energy, give us a focal point, and it doesn't. Once again, I'm not expecting a Never Say Die, Disciple, fucking Virtual Riot, sudden death rhythm shit. But, just a little bit more in that direction, I think could make the drop a little bit more impactful and make the song a little bit more engaging. But I think it's really, really cool what you've done here. I think it's really, really impressive. So I'm going to give you a big old yes. Cool. Let's see here. Bottle sip sample pack coming soon, for sure. Longer impact on the drop would help like most of the information until the second snare. Yep. Cool. Whoop whoop my ass. Very, very articulate. The note somehow doesn't sound droppy to me. It's a weeby ass note. Okay. I want the bass to bang my ears with that one. Yeah. Okay. Build up sounds louder to me than the drop. Marvin, that's a good point. Yeah, for sure. Totally loses drive. Okay, some heavier stabs. Okay, I don't know what this whole OOG business here is. I'm not participating in this, okay? I don't know what sort of alt-right conspiracy theory this shit is. I'm just joshing around, guys. No, you're not into that. I really hope you're not. Okay. Here's Ribbit with Harvey Newpart's 3 Tile Wave. Psychoism. Oh, fuck yes. And knock the mark up in here. Finally. dog. I love your reaction. Everything is just so dissonant and out of tune. That's the style, bro. That's the style, bro. That's the style, bro. That's the style, bro. Someone holding his neck while he's okay, so what is it? It's supposed to be like Mac DeMarco with a drum machine, right? It's supposed to be that lo-fi indie shit. What's working? I guess. I mean, it sounds lo-fi for sure. What's not working? It's probably maybe a little too lo-fi. There's like super crazy ass dissonance. The mix is awful. You know, it's completely all over the place. The singing is like he's singing with somebody choking him like this. But that could also just be all the style, bro. I mean, I don't fucking know. I don't know what these young lo-fi indie kids are up to these days. I feel like they all got sick of hearing super clean, OTT'd out dubstep bangers, and now they're just completely reverting in the opposite direction. Forget OTT. Go back to playing the shit on a cassette. That's what I'm talking about. So I really don't know, honestly. I really don't know what to think of this. Because it could, everything I think is wrong with it could just be a part of the intent. So, and maybe there's a sweet spot between lo-fi and sort of having it be digestible. I think, Praise the Mac DeMarco has a good balance between those two. Another band to check out would be like No Vacation. Those are the only two that come to mind. Anyways, maybe I'm too hi-fi. Anyways. All right. Well, I'm just going to give you a big old yes. All right. Okay. Let's keep going. So we got Rinka with Churchill 2.1. Let's hear it. Maybe I'm just a boomer. That's why I don't get lo-fi indie music. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate that. He's telling me that the previous song was stolen from a band. Oh, shit. That's crazy. Thank you, Sean, though. I appreciate that. kind of spacing out here, honestly. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Shit. Cool. That was Churchill with Rinka. I honestly don't know what to think of this. I feel like my ability to pay attention to music has really deteriorated. Full disclosure, because honestly, what we're doing now is like the most music that I listen to in the whole week. Like, pretty much everything else I listen to is a fucking podcast. So, I've, and I went to a show last week, but I mean, like, in terms of the days of me just like combing through SoundCloud and just like intently being bent on trying to find music, I haven't done that in a long time. I've just been so fucking busy with bullshit. But maybe that's something that's a problem. Maybe my ability to pay attention and listen, in a non-roasting context is something that I need to cultivate, right? Because I think it's just not that, I think for making music, you need to have a inspiring musical input, and I guess I just haven't had that much of that recently. But anyways, podcast recommendations, shit. I mean, Mr. Bill's podcast is great. Hint, 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 hint. Fuck, what else? What the fuck am I been listening to? Yeah, that's mostly that. Mr. Bill's podcast. Anyways, this track. I think I have a lot of cool ideas. It's just nothing really stuck out to me just because everything felt a little distant, kind of far away. It wasn't quite clear what I was supposed to be paying attention to throughout. But, honestly, it could just be that I have terrible attention span and sort of just spaced out. It did feel a little bit long. There was certainly parts of it that engaged me more than others. So that was really cool. I think the drums that you've sort of reverbed out and went acoustic halfway through was nice. It felt also very distant, just because of the reverb effect. Just didn't feel like there was a clear central musical idea for me to latch onto, and that's kind of the reason why I spaced out. So I think shortening it, really being clear about which musical idea you want to put to the forefront, and I think that is what I would be looking for, when listening to this. Anyways, it's called "Taking Hugh for Granted," and it's all about Hugh Grant. Okay. Anyways, Jamie Little hanging out with audiophiles podcast. That sounds pretty cool. I've heard Jamie Little's music. It's pretty sick. Anyways, how much time we have? I got 5 minutes, so let's let this be the last one. Fuck. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it. That's dope. This is dope, man. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to cut this short because I gotta go. But this is a really fucking dope track. I'm really glad we ended on this one because it's awesome. Super dope UK garage vibes. I love the ambiance. Very engaging. So this is what I mean about something feeling empty and mellow and kind of subdued, but also very engaging. You have the excellent garage drums, fat sub bass, maybe a little too high on the sub bass. I think your maybe kick and snare could cut through a little bit of the mix a little bit more, especially your snare. Just have a little bit more punch there. Also the walrus kind of bass, the wah, maybe you could sort of filter that, make some movement there. Personally, I prefer the sections where it was just pure sub, just to kind of create more space. But super dope track. I thought it was really, really strong. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. Beetle, that was great. I'm going to give you a nice little heart. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Yeah, once again, thanks so much. Should be doing some cool stuff next week. I'll announce that soon. All right. Peace out, y'all. Have a good day.